We're going to learn Perek Gimel Mishnah Vav, the final Mishnah in this Perek. Now that we learned that a Balkari is not allowed to learn and not allowed to daven until they go to the mikvah, our Mishnah is going to discuss what is the rule if a person is impure not just because they're a Balkari, but because they have another impurity as well. Another impurity that's even stricter than that of a Balkari. And even after going to the mikvah, they're still going to remain impure because of this tumah. Our Mishnah is going to bring three such cases. The first case is with a man, and the second and third cases with a woman. We're not going to explain the details of what these impurities are. We're just going to clarify which tumah is that of a Balkari and which tumah is even stricter than that of a Balkari. So the first case of our Mishnah is what happens if you have a man that's a Zav, which is a type of impurity that's stricter than that of a Balkari. And then he also becomes a Balkari. Does he have to go to the mikveh in order to be able to learn and daven? The second case of our Mishnah with a woman. What is the din if a woman is a Nida, which is a type of impurity that's stricter than that of a Balkari, and then she becomes Tameh because of Shichvas Zera, which is the same type of impurity as a Balkari? What is the din? The third case in our Mishnah with a woman. What is the din if a woman was Mishameshes, which is the same type of impurity as a Balkari, and then she becomes impure as a Nida, which is stricter than that of a Balkari? Does she still have to go to the mikvah in order to be able to learn and daven? So says the Tanakama that in all of these three cases, the person still has to go to the mikvah to become partially impure from the impurity of a Balkari. And only then are they able to learn and daven. Even though when they finish going to the mikvah, they're still going to be impure from the stricter impurity. However, Rabbi Yehuda argues, and he says that Ezra only made his decree that a Balkari has to go to the mikvah if after going to the mikvah, he's going to be completely pure. But being in these three cases, when the person comes out of the mikvah, they're still going to be impure with the stricter level of impurity, then in such a case, Ezra did not make his decree, so the person is not required to go to the mikvah in order to be able to learn and daven. We are now going to read the Mishnah inside. Case number 1, Zav Shira Keri. If a man was a Zav, which is a stricter impurity, and he then sees Keri, he then becomes a Balkari. Case number 2, V'nida shepalta shichva zera. If a woman was a Nida, which is a Tumah that's stricter than a Balkari, and then she emits shichva zera, which is a type of impurity which is the same as a Balkari. Case number 3, V'hamishameshes sherasa nida. If a woman was a mishameshes, which is the same type of impurity as a Balkari, and then she sees that she became a Nida, which is a Tumah that's stricter than a Balkari. In all of these three cases, says the Tanakama, Tzrichen Tvila. The person has to go to the mikvah in order to be able to learn and daven. However, Rabbi Yehuda Poiter, Rabbi Yehuda says that the person is exempt. In these cases, Ezra's decree did not apply, because after going to the mikvah, this person is still going to remain impure with the stricter level of impurity.